Yeah, they took their 130, whatever. And,
Yeah, my new nickname was gonna be Will Podcast for Booze. This is like my
I'll send you
second
Malort,
pod.
bitch. Don't act like I won't.
Please, if you do, I will just
Patrick.
drink. I will just
Oh,
look.
man.
If you fucking send me Malort, I will videotape me drinking it and just being like upset at free booze. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh god, why?
Please tell me you're recording this already.
Yes, everything is recording.
Yeah, I swear to God, I will just be upset and
Oh
drunk.
my god, I'm dying. Oh my god, you almost killed me. That was so
Yeah,
funny.
I'm saying that's exactly what happened. That's exactly how you were fucking reacting. Is how I fucking react.
That's crazy. All right, well, now that we got all of that shit out the way, welcome to Schedule for One Fall, episode 61, I believe. I'm Patrick, alongside Val Capone and also Shaggy Black. How are
That
you
was
two
a
doing?
heavy emphasis on the black.
Yeah.
I mean,
What? There was no Val Capone. I mean, it was just Val Capone and Shaggy Black.
Black.
I mean,
I would
my
like to
bad.
think that I would like to think they know that I'm colored, Patrick.
the color.
Where's the that's racist?
I was about to press it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Nah, because you be real quick to hit it on me, but yet you like when it comes to you be like hesitant. You hit it on me
No,
and
but
Val with the quickness. Like I lead the show in that's racist points.
That's because Simon's not on anymore. He would.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
Oh
And
man,
as much as I enjoyed it, I was just always like, "Oh, where's the that's racist? Where's the that's racist?" It was hilarious to hear him go out on. He would start doing like, and he's Middle Eastern, so he was like, "It's fine, I'm Middle Eastern." It's like if I make Jew jokes, it's fine because I'm a Jew, but like. It sounds really bad if you don't know that he's like he'd be like
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Like just be sitting there and be like, bro, what?
yeah.
yeah.
And then they would start doing
Shout
the
out to Muhammad
Nakamura
Hassan.
accent. Oh yeah.
Oh, my Nakamura. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I gotta hit a. I was really bad for that, and I haven't done that Nakamura accent since. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed right
No.
now.
Man. Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Yeah. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so I guess everyone's all good. You know, we're all joyful. You know, I'm high.
I'm going to
Shaggy's
Galaxy's
there.
Edge, dudes. I'm super fucking stoked.
Yes.
You better bring me back
Yeah.
You better bring me back something just with some sleeves on it, because I know if you're going to
No,
Galaxy, the one in
ew.
Orlando.
Yeah, I'm going to the pass
No, I
holder
mean cut the
preview.
sleeves. Cut the sleeves.
Yeah,
You already know. Like if it's sleeveless, that's what I meant. I apologize.
Okay, I was like, who are you? Just because I'm going to outer space.
Sleeveless.
Like,
Sleeveless.
I'm going to,
Bruh, you finna be there before I am, and I live here. So
I
that's
know,
that's
dude,
how
because
fucked
I'm
up
that
it is.
guy.
Yeah,
I
that's how
spent
fucked
all
up
day
it is.
booking a last minute trip to Orlando because I
Is
already
it-
had.
Was it what is it? August? Was it August 12th or August?
No, I got August 19th because
Okay.
check this out. So my girl Beth, who if anybody ever wants to go to like Disney or Harry Potter, she's like a theme park specialist. She's this awesome stay-at-home mom that I met through another Derby friend named Steve, and she works as a travel agent. Like she does theme park specialty. So believe me, if/when a WWE theme park opens up, I'm gonna be like her number one client, as if I'm not already. But it doesn't cost anything. So anytime I want to go to Disney, I'm like, hey Beth, can you just look up and see like what room rates are looking like? Because I already have this pass and I found cheap airfare for this week. So let me know. And then she gets a kickback from Disney because she booked another vacation there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So this Biche, so wonderful, love her so much. She knows that I live that bartender life, and I was emceeing a gig at the Metro last night. We had a Raw Artist Chicago, not to be confused with Raw Reunion, which we'll get to later. And so I was emceeing. I didn't get home until after 2:00 in the morning, and so I didn't. I think I woke up at like 10:30 or something, and I guess at 10 a.m. Chicago Standard Time, Central Standard Time, they released that you had to apply right now to get one of the reservation spots for the pass holder previews. And there's only so many spots they give out. So it's super hard to get one and it's super limited. But because she's my homegirl and she like does all my Disney bookings for me, she knows my pass number, she knows my password and my account. Like I trust her with my Disney life. So she like surprised me. I got like 7 text messages from her this morning, and I thought something had happened to like one of our mutual friends. You know, I was pretty worried. She was texting me like crazy because she booked me a trip. She's like, I checked the Cubs schedule. This is the one day that I knew that you would have time to travel home because the Cubs have a night game the next day and they're off this day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. So all day I've been on like super Star Wars mark out high. So,
Bruh, seriously, I don't care what it cost. I mean, I know how much the lightsabers cost.
yeah,
So
they're $200.
they're $200. If I could, I would fucking build one. But Jesus, tap dancing Christ, I want to go to that park before I die. That's all I care about, and it's literally not even an hour away from me.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's in my backyard. Like it's like I can just like, all right, I'm there. That's what like. Speaking of that, so speaking of which though, in Orlando, this actually has the reason why I'm bringing this up. I guess I'll bring it up for news. I'll kick us off because unfortunately I have to call it a night. One of the things I want to cover is I want to say give my condolences and say goodbye to Wrestle Circus, who
Yeah.
unfortunately closed their doors for good this time. Which was
Yeah.
actually in the bad, almost kind of painted in the bad light because apparently the whole situation is weird.
Yeah.
As of this moment or as of today, they sent out a tweet. They sent out an email going around to the wrestlers for the Scorpio Sky show coming, I believe, this weekend, and a lot of it says that they're canceling the show or that they're going out of business. No one knew it was real or not, and they just didn't like. Why are we hearing this from an email and not hearing it from the people? Next thing we know, apparently one of the owners, the wives, got on Twitter and wrote an Apple Notes response. And you know how that shit is, Pat. When you see when you know it's real. So they just wrote it saying that I had it up. I would read it verbatim, but out of respect for that, because I'm not a wrestler.
Yeah.
It's none of my, it's not my company, it's none of my business. But obviously they are officially closing their doors and they are refunding. They're in the process of refunding everyone's tickets and people who bought season, I guess, ticket holders or anything like that. They're trying to refund all of that. And obviously they are, I believe they're doing something for the wrestlers. But other than that, that's pretty much it. It's the company is done, and it was crazy because we got excited when they closed their doors for a few minutes because they had trouble. I think it was financial issues, and then they opened their door. They opened their doors back, and everybody was happy for them to come back. I knew I was, and
me too. That's where we met, Shaggy.
Yes, it's a special place in my heart because that's where I actually met Val. Like just some random white woman that was just sitting there looking at wrestling
I'm
stuff.
a half Jew. I'm not just white.
That's crazy.
Okay.
You said it.
She said it. I'm sitting there going, like, I'm not gonna respond.
Racist. I'm Jewish. It's okay. It works for Colt Cabana. It works for me.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
So it's just like, yeah, man. I mean, Val, how do you feel about that? Because that's literally where we met in Orlando. And I remember that I remember that like the back of my hand. Just walked up and like, oh shit. So it's a special day, man. How do you feel about that?
Shaggy, when I read that you were the first person I thought of. I was just like, oh man, that's where I met Shaggy. Like legit, that was the first thing I thought. And then I thought about Leva Bates being Sergeant Slaughter. That was her cosplay that day.
Yeah, going against the Boy Scout dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first thing that I thought was like, bummer. And then I also, like, before I knew all the backstory on it, I just knew that it was a struggling promotion. They had called it a day before. They decided to come back for one, try to get back in the game, and everything was looking promising and sounding great. And, without knowing all the lousy stuff behind the scenes that really, again, is none of our business. I was just like super bummed because that's where we met.
Yeah, man. It was a fun time, man. It was like, I'll never forget that. Like it was who was it? All right, so Johnny Not Nitro fucking had, it was that 6-way. I know you remember this, the 6-way tag match, and someone had that fake bag of cocaine.
Yeah, no, it was that was JD shoot, geez, why can't I think right now?
I'm trying to vaguely remember because
He manages Sammy Callahan. He's the Iron Manager. That's it, and he did like the fake blow.
yeah, like he did. It was the fake blow, and it was funny as hell because they were because I remember that was when Morrison was the bounty hunter because he just was filming that and he was like chasing. He's like, and I remember the fucking dude had the coke. He's like, no, it's not mine, and he fucking chased him around the entire fucking building to where they ran outside and they came back in, and it was the funniest shit. Only for them to like the bag exploded.
But then he stunned everybody. Didn't he give everybody stunners?
I thought it was the ref.
No, he was in it. Like it was.
No. I thought they hit that with I think that he went to go. One of them, if I remember correctly, one of them went to go hit the other wrestler in the face with it, but it got into the ref's face, and he was just handing out stunners to everybody. Because then I don't know if it was the ref, but I remember that same dude handing out stunners, threw himself into a table.
Yeah, it was crazy.
At spring break and just ran out.
It was spring break. Yeah, it was so good. It was so much fun, and it was just everything. I love wrestling because it's athletic and it's creative and it's theatrical. But sometimes it's, I love a good comedy match, and it was just really cool to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like, funny as hell.
It was super awesome, and I don't know if you remember this, but Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae were there, and they were up against Sami Callihan and Jessica Havoc. To me, that was like such an exciting, just that alone.
That's when I knew I was just the same height as Joey Ryan, except Joey Ryan was very much built. He was a very built man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You're swole too, man.
Bruh, I'm swollen in the stomach, bruh.
Oh no.
Not as, but it's funny. It's like I'm bloated and I'm not, so it's kind of hilarious. But no, it's like that was the night I realized that I was like, holy shit, wrestlers are short.
Well, because you were able to see them like at your level. You know, I'm not saying because you're short. I'm saying because they are raised up in the ring and they look larger than life.
The only motherfuckers that were tall as shit was like Shane Strickland. And who else was there? Who was tall as fuck? AR Fox.
But here's what's funny is that they're not even tall as fuck. They're just normal heighted individuals.
Nah, them niggas 6 foot. They taller than me. They tall as fuck.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Well, I
apologize.
I just feel like I'm 5'9.5" and I don't feel tall. Then again, I don't know if you know this about me. I have a giant for a father. So, he's called Tall Dad for a reason. It's not like I have multiple dads like people think.
Tall Dad. Shout him out, man. He's probably a nice man.
He's probably prepping the what do you call it? The Satan's finish.
Oh yes. He's definitely preparing for that.
Man. But yeah, that was just some good times, man. And it bummed me out because I had a hell of a I still have that
JT Davidson.
Shirt.
Damn, sorry. JT Davidson. Yeah, he's the Iron Manager. He manages, he's Sami Callihan's manager. He does OI4K, which is the Chris Brothers. And he's
I remember
awesome.
OI4K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember
that. He's crazy rad.
Yeah, like that was still epic. I remember Sammy kicking us out because we had to get the fuck out of there. He was like, I was like, I love you guys, but y'all got to get the fuck out of here. Like you guys, you can't, seriously, we got to close this shit up.
And it was just crazy because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was, it was Midnight After Mania, and that's one of my favorite shirts that I own.
Yeah, I really wish that was a kind of a thing, but now we have Midnight After Mania was kind of I really wish it was still a thing going on. So shout out of Malort to Russell Circus. It was fun while it lasted. So yeah, it was just fun times, man.
Well, do you want to but I know you had to bounce early, so do you want to tell us about the G1 Climax updates?
I can give you guys your G1 Climax update.
Cool.
I wish I had special opening music for this.
Don't worry, I'll pipe it in.
That's racist!
No.
I'm just kidding.
If he's gonna hit us with the music, I'm gonna pause.
And
you can
And
do
we're
whatever, dude. Look,
And we're back.
I'm a beast with the editing.
I figured you were, so I'm just
it's kind
kind
of what you do for a living.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Like I know he is. He's like, I just kind of want to help him out there, but I have today is Thursday in July. I don't want to give out a date because it's just fucking. By the time you listen, to it, it's not even gonna be fucking July. But let's just go out with. I believe they just had day 8 in the G1 climax.
day 8 of like 672.
It's a lot of fucking days.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised they're not in day 15. They're only in day 8, which is hilarious. But as of this moment, your leader in Block A is Kenta. Actually, tied with 8 points is Kenta and Okada. Next up, in first place, and tied for second with 4 points, you have Lance Archer, Evil, Tanahashi, and Kota Ibushi. Tied for
Lance Archer.
Tied for 1, 2. Tied for 7th place, you had Bad Luck Fale, Sonata, and Will Ospreay with 2 points apiece.
Okay.
And in 10th spot is Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
with whopping 0 points.
Listen, he is in the 10th spot because, Ty Dillinger, not so much. He doesn't exist anymore. Perfect 10 forever. ZSJ.
I mean, whatever makes you sleep at night. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
No, I'm telling you what, he makes me stay up at night, but that's okay.
Hey.
I love his wrestling. I love his wrestling, you guys. His technical wizardry.
Wrestling.
That's right. That's what we call it.
Yep, that's what we're calling now, Val. With coitus.
Awkward.
Anyway, keep it in your
Gotta
pants.
go, guys.
So any questions, comments, concerns, or surprises? Block A, guys.
I think what you said is entirely a lie because there's no way that Zack Sabre Jr. still has 0 points.
Yeah, no, he still has 0 points. I'm kind of shocked at that. So
that's surreal.
Like, I'm still kind of shocked. I'm still kind of shocked with that there. So I'm still happy Kenta is still in the first place. So I'm honestly going to sit here and say that he's probably coming out of Block A unless somehow, some way. I would hate to see Okada kind of win this, but or come out of Block A. But I think it's going to come down to him and Kenta, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So going over to Block B real quick. So the lone leader in Block A and Block B is none other than Mr. Jon Moxley with 8 points.
Huh. That's shocking.
Exactly. Second place is Juice Robinson with 6 points.
Okay.
Tied for third place. You have with 4 points of pop, Tomohiro Ishii, Yano, Shingo, Naito, and Taichi.
Critical. Yeah, I don't know why
they are tied.
But
Yano, look, people be sleeping on Yano, man. But if you think about it, he's never really done bad in the G1.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's a comedy character, but that man also cheats a lot.
Right.
So
right.
he doesn't do bad in like these type of matches.
Mm. Okay.
So pretty much tied for 7th place with 2 points of pop. You got Hiroki Goto, Jeff Cobb, and Jay White.
Jeff Cobb for life.
Jeff Cobb, yeah. He was my pick to come out of Block B, but unfortunately,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what happened there. I remember I'm kind of upset. I'm still laughing at Jay White because he grew out a beard and still managed to get 2 points. But but anyway, any comments, concerns, or anything with that?
I'm just shocked. Jon Moxley got 8 points.
I'm not.
He has been having some decent matches. Some people feel some type of way about him in the Ishii match, but at the same time, people either love that match or hated it.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I'm saying it was all right too, but I'm seeing some people just hate. But then again, people just shit on things just to shit on them.
Well, here's the thing: people love to lift up their heroes just so they could tear them down, and I think that everybody suddenly everybody was a Dean Ambrose fan when nobody really gave a fuck about him before. It was either like people were really into Seth Rollins or really into Roman Reigns or really into hating Roman Reigns, but everybody was just like, cool, he's got a plant named Mitch, and he's the other guy in the
Mitch.
Shield. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he decides to put out that promo, like that video package rather, or video clip, whatever, and it was like everybody's Jon Moxley, and now everybody suddenly has always been a diehard Mox fan, and I'm like,
just say it. They're dick riders. Dick riders.
Exactly. Go ahead, Pat.
I told you I wasn't going to be the Stevie. I wasn't going to be the Stevie Ray of the show. I'm not going to do it. I'm Shaggy. Let me just take another puff, and I'm just not going to talk about it.
While Pat is actually calming himself with the
sweet leaf, relief. Is that what he's doing? The sweet relief.
So
sweet relief. Okay.
He's pretty much saying that people are bandwagon Jon Moxley fans, which I unabashedly agree. That a lot of these cats didn't even watch a CCW Jon Moxley match at all.
No,
they only know Ambrose. And that was like neutered Moxley.
And nobody even gave an F about Ambrose to begin with. Like, I can tell you, I know of maybe 2 people that were like, yes, Ambrose for life. Like,
I know one dude. I know one
girl who I met at the hotel when we went to Evolution. I met her there over the free continental breakfast, and she was wearing, I want to say, a KO shirt, and I was probably wearing something most likely Charlotte related, or probably Charlotte. And like, she's the only person that I know. I mean, a lot of people like him. Don't get me wrong. Like, our married Mark friends love him.
Yeah.
And Shannon and Rich love him, and I enjoyed him. Like, I thought he was great as Dean Ambrose. I thought he was a babe, and then I found out he was like getting married to Renee Young, and like, that's what I knew about him when he was in WWE. But my friend Mira, like, at Lost Wolfling on the Twitters, she is a Lady Mark as well, and she is a writer, and she's awesome, and she has been a Mox fan from like day one, legit. So other than that, I don't know anybody that gave a flying F about him. But yet, when I do fill in at Pro Wrestling Tees, the most shirts I pack are the Jon Moxley shirts. So,
I mean, speaking of shirts real quick, before I go, these are my parting words before I disengage for this evening, for this episode. Did you see Joey Janela's new fucking shirt?
No.
Which one?
Holy shit, I'm going to put this shit in the chat, because that shirt's too goddamn fire, and he's only using it for fucking wrestling, for the wrestling shows he's going to be on. So I'm about to put this in the chat, and I want y'all to fucking tell me exactly how you feel about it, because that shit is amazing. Okay. And I'm upset that he's not releasing this shit anywhere else. That shit kind of makes me sad. I think if we bother him enough, it could be, but it's not an AEW shirt.
Huh.
So I just sent it to you. So I want to get your fucking live reactions with this.
Oh wow, that's actually a little clean.
Get the fuck out of here!
I shit you not. I fucking cackled when I saw it. I'm like,
putting the white and White Claw, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Have you seen the fucking? Have you seen the cans of White Claw?
Yes, that's like the whitest. That's like the new white drink. That's like the new go-to
shit. When I saw it this morning. I'm like, yo, I need this fucking shirt. Like, I don't care.
I will do my best to find you one, because I mean,
he's gonna be. Apparently, he's doing it at like PWG.
I can reach out to one of my mates that should be at the Defy show. I'll text him right now and ask him if he's going.
Yeah, XL. I need that shit in
Mhm.
my life. Jesus Christ, that was a dope ass shirt. I was like, yo, that's fucking amazing. But yeah, I hate to be actually no, I don't hate to be it, but I feel like this is more of a Val thing. So like Val shirt of the week. Um but this is not brought to you by WWE. So this was a shirt I wanted to share with you guys. I'm kind of glad you didn't see it before I can give it to you. But yeah,
Yeah.
just because it doesn't work that well on podcast radio, it's pretty much Joey Janela with if you check his Twitter, he released a shirt with the pretty much a White Claw logo. It's a white shirt with the White Claw logo in the back on the shirt, but instead of it says Bad Boy Joey Janela instead of White Claw Brewing. Or White Claw
Brewery.
I
Hard.
like that shit actually. Yeah.
And so it has the basically is if you see the White Claw, it's the wave. It's the White Claw wave, and in the wave there's a ladder that he's jumping off of doing a flying elbow. It's like a it almost looks like a Simpsons version of him, to be honest with you. That's probably
Yeah,
the dopest part of the
like
shirt.
yeah, it looks like a Simpsons version. Almost like I'm gonna say it's a crude drawing because he has does he have shades on or is it just his
Yeah, no,
hair?
he has the Janela. No, he has the Janela shades and like
Okay, he
the
does.
douchey shades that he wears. And
Yeah,
it looks like he has his mouth open. So
he
yeah,
does.
that's definitely.
With his tongue
And then
out,
his hair's flowing,
and then
and he's got his like ring gear.
he has like the barbed wire table on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Steel
yes.
chair, a
Yeah.
wrestling ring with palm trees. I mean, it's a great mock-up of the White Claw logo. So if you're not familiar with the White Claw logo, can I introduce you to this thing called the internet? Even those of us that hate it, such as myself, know how to use it. And look, you can Google it up, and it says White Claw hard
GTS.
seltzer. Google the shit. What is that? Is that
Google
what that means?
shit. Yep. Google that.
Ah, I figured it out. Yeah, and it looks exactly like White Claw hard seltzer logo, and which is interesting because I don't know what Wanderer Hardcore is, but now I'm into this. Yeah.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
Shag. I mean, thank you for giving us the G1 update and all that stuff because I would have butchered all those. Dude, we will get taken off the air if I try to read any of those names.
Yeah, it's only because like I refuse to fucking fuck up names like that, so I've listened to them so many times and kind of pronounced them. Like it took me don't even fucking learn that it took me a long time to fucking get comfortable saying Los and Global Nobles. Like even then, the part of me sounds like I'm fucking it up, but that someone said no, that's about as close as you can get without fucking it up. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm cool with that. So yeah, I definitely understand. Well, guys, I will see you all next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, and all that other good shit. See you later. Take care. Spike your hair and all that other shit.
Also, fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
That actually worked out perfectly.
Holy moly!
Oh my
All
side.
right, we'll catch you, Shaggy. All right, so now we're on to the news. Now,
Yeah, I think so. Since we were talking about Joey Janela, let's talk about the wrestling promotion that he is very much a part of. AEW made a huge announcement that they are going to be airing their weekly episodic show on TNT on Wednesday nights, and evidently they've already trademarked Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Yeah, that's kind of been like the I think they trademarked that even before they even did a show, before Double or Nothing, like around like right at the beginning. It was AEW and Dynamite, and I
had always heard it as Tuesday Night Dynamite.
Right.
So I think that they went safe and switched it to Wednesday before the Fox deal came through. That would just be my guess. Or maybe they just wanted to do it anyway to have a separate night and But yeah, so it's going to start up on October 2nd, which coincidentally will be the 29th anniversary of Chris Jericho's first ever match. It's crazy to think that 1990 was 29 years ago.
Yeah, I feel very, very old.
Yeah, same, dude.
But this whole thing with AEW, like, it seems like from what I'm hearing through the neckbeard vine, is that NXT is going to Fox Sports 1 on Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
that Evolve is going to take over on the network.
That's
So that
interesting.
yeah. Yeah, so they're kind of moving Evolve into the picture and stuff. And that is promoted right now under the new WWE update. Like they
Right.
fixed the interface and stuff. So yeah, like hmm.
It's
I
kind of
don't know.
surreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of the things that they did was the WWE did update their whole network, and now everybody's freaking out because supposedly the paywalls are coming and they're going to change the different tiers and all that. And I mean,
Oh yeah.
honestly, like I think 9.99 is insanely cheap for the amount that we
Oh
get, even though
yeah.
it's actually 10.89 after taxes. Um,
Hmm.
but when people were crying about the AEW pay-per-views being, 49.99 or 59.99 or more, depending on where you live, like
Yeah.
to me, it's just like, well, that's how much pay-per-views were. They always
Yeah.
were,
Yeah.
So I
Broke
don't know.
boys do not apply for AEW pay-per-views, or if you just don't even want if they did bring a tier to the WWE network, I would pay easily $20 a month if I could get, other indie stuff as well with the WWE stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's funny. I was reading some comments on some of the posts, and somebody was like, "I would pay 3.99 just for the territory stuff alone," and then somebody was like, "Bro, you can't cough up $6 more for all the pay-per-views and the entire catalog." Like
yeah,
this guy was like dying on this cross of I'm only paying 3.99. Like it
yeah.
was so,
I'm
how the
telling you,
hell did
Neckbeards or something else.
I know, dude, but how do you come up with like 3.99? Like what a random and arbitrary number to use, you
Yeah,
know?
$3.99. I don't know. I guess anything under $5 is still cheap. So I
How
don't
about
know.
jeez, go outside and see the sun. I dare y'all. So on the network, there's going to be a network special. Ooh.
It's great.
Well, here's the cool part. At least it's not like blood in the sand. It's in Nashville.
Oh, so now they're having a clan thing?
Oh my god.
You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah. To all my friends that live in Tennessee that love wrestling, I love
No,
you and thank you
no,
for
I love
listening.
Tennessee. I love Tennessee. They got the best like ribs. Now it
I was going to
sounds
say, don't say
stereotypical,
ribs because that sounds racist too.
you know. But
Yeah.
for real though, they got the best ribs and best hot chicken that I've had.
Now
So
I haven't been there since I went plant based, so it's going to be a little hard for me next time. But yeah, you are. I'm sure that there's got to be some rad like vegan and vegetarian spots down there. But
yeah.
damn, yeah, that's oof, yeah, that's definitely missed. But the it's called Smackville.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep. It's called Smackville. And basically, there's going to be a triple threat for the WWE Championship title between. I love that my notes auto-corrected Dolph's name to Dolphin. I'm very
yeah,
excited about
yeah.
that. So, Dolphin Ziggler, Samoa Joe, and Kofi. It's a triple threat there. There's going to be the Intercontinental Championship match between Finn Balor and Nakamura. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see if they're going to have Nakamura drop the title already. We all thought that Finn Balor was taking a few months off, but who knows?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, supposedly he's engaged now, and
Yeah, I think he's still going to take the time off. I don't think Nakamura would drop it just yet.
yeah, I don't. I think it'd be way too soon for Knock to drop.
Yeah.
Um. Also, isn't today Finn Balor's birthday?
I'm gonna have to GTS that. Hey Siri, when is Finn Balor's birthday?
Finn Balor was born July 25th, 1981,
Hey,
and is 38 years old.
All right. Well, my phone is actually smart for once. Yeah.
but ask Siri how tall he is because what I'm reading right now is there's no way because he's not taller than me.
Let's see. Hey Siri, how tall is Finn Balor?
Finn Balor is 5 feet 11 inches tall.
Oh, hey. I'm getting my money's worth for this phone, I guess.
I'm gonna go with negative because he's not taller than me and I'm only 5'9", but whatever.
Hey, that's the build
Anyways,
height. That's the build height.
yeah, it's build height. So triple threat match for the SmackDown Live women's title. Charlotte Flair against Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross in her corner and Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. I don't know that they've announced it yet, but somebody's taking on the New Day.
It'll probably be Heavy Machinery.
You think so?
Yeah, they've been looking good on TV lately. So
yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I can't really say that and be honest. I'm not excited for this, but I'm excited to have wrestling on while I'm bartending at Nisei. How about that? That I can say. Oh, wait, but I can't because it's on the freaking network.
Oh, damn.
Son of a bee sting.
We gotta figure something out.
This is some bullshit.
We're gonna have to figure it out.
We gotta get a smart TV for Nisei and just work this shit out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we definitely gotta. We'll figure it out. Matter of fact, hey, Patreon users. No, never mind. Nobody's gonna.
I mean, I'm into it. I mean, they definitely want to see a musical performance from Elias, I think. So, you know.
I can already say that's going to be a piss break.
Or it's going to be the best thing we've ever not watched.
Right. Yeah, true.
Because you'll be at the Nisei Lounge this weekend.
Yeah, so
Shout out.
You won't be able to see it.
Shout out to our guy, Henny Omega. No. Don't act like I won't have my iPad on. Because I will.
Shout Henny Omega. We'll be seeing him Saturday. So
yeah.
Make that move. So
we didn't see Corey Graves this week on SmackDown. I was totally fine with that, actually. It was crazy. Yeah. I really didn't mind it at all. I know that Michael Cole was there for a minute. I think David Otunga was there.
David Otunga was there.
Tom Phillips and
New Day. New Day for the first hour.
It was funny because people at Nisei, I had it on because it was on USA Network, and I left it up to the bar's discretion. I had it on, and by the way, did they need to air the Raw reunion 3 times? Because it was on, and then Ms. and Mrs. was on right after it on Monday, and then they aired it again, and then Tuesday, I just turned on USA Network while I was working at Nisei, and it was on before SmackDown went live. Was that necessary?
Not really. We'll get to it. I got my gripes or whatever about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, so Graves was off because he was filming a movie in Vancouver, which supposedly Renee Scott is also going to be featured in that movie. She's going to be filming next week for WWE Films. Maybe it's the Marine 75. I don't know. But sadly, Byron Saxton was also off because his father passed away. So condolences to Byron. I love him as a commentator, and it's really sad that he lost his father. So
his tweet was very touching, and it was very nice of them to acknowledge that. I'm pretty sure he definitely appreciated that. So
and so we had it on in the bar, and we I turned the bar volume up so that, because I was like, hey, if you guys want, I can keep the jukebox on, or I could put on the wrestling volume. And shockingly, the entire bar, granted there was only 6 or 7 people in the bar at that time other than me, they were like, nah, dude, commentary. And we turned it on right about then, and they were like, who passed away? And we thought they were referring to the MMA fighter that just recently passed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really sad. Byron Saxton is a good dude, so I hope him and his family are doing okay. But on positive news, we have a really awesome return of an NXT superstar. Tegan Knox was out with her knee injuries.
Yeah, I remember that. Ooh.
Yeah. She had the first one in the first Mae Young Classic, and then she got fairly far in the second Mae Young Classic and had another completely debilitating knee injury that basically her knee exploded. And she was actually there for the NXT tapings in Orlando tonight. So
Wow.
very cool. Yeah, with no spoilers other than her return, because we just want to say welcome back and congrats and happy
Yeah.
for her. No congrats to John Cena being a soothsayer.
I'm telling you, he's like Miss Cleo.
Dude, he legit is Miss Cleo, John Cleo. Yeah, he was like shit talking the Usos, pretending he could rap, and he was like, "Oh, I won't get bested. I've seen your mugshots. Blah blah blah. Arrested." And then snap. Last night, the Uso Penitentiary is once again available for Jimmy Uso.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Dude, how is it? I mean, I get it. I don't get it because there's a thing called drinking and driving, and there's never a reason to do it, especially like if you're a WWE superstar and you have car service at your fingertips,
Right, yeah.
even if you're not a WWE superstar. Like,
yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I don't want to get too into it because I think that's like some very serious shit, especially with him having like multiple ones.
well,
But I
and
do hope that
he-
I just hope that he just gets some help. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be a shame if something bad was to happen. You know what I'm saying? And affect so many lives, including his.
Well,
So
and the one reason why I bring it up is because like we've all been there. We've all made poor decisions when imbibing. I get it. But if you've done it multiple times, you've had multiple arrests for it, and he was going over 100 miles an hour. That they clocked him initially for
what?
excessive speed.
So I didn't
Like-
know that part.
Yeah, dude, he was clocked for going over 100 miles an hour, and then they noticed that he was drifting and swerving quite a bit. So then they pulled him over, and he didn't when I guess apparently the arresting officer smelled alcohol, the very strong presence of alcohol when Jimmy rolled the window down, and he was having a hard time getting his documents out, like his driver's license and his insurance. He was having and that's one of the first things that they teach you when you have to get your license for bartending, when you have to get your certification, is watching people's motor skills. And if they can't do something as simple as pick up change off the bar or light a cigarette, or if they go to get their drink and they knock it over. I mean, granted, all those things could be happening for other reasons, but it's definitely one of the things that you pay attention to. And if somebody can't figure out how to open their wallet to get their ID out, it's not that difficult. It opens, it closes. Maybe there's a zipper. Maybe there's a Velcro. It's
Yeah.
so yeah, they arrested him for that. It's he had to pay like $1,000 fine, and hopefully he'll figure it out.
He's still
Because
locked up.
what's that?
I heard he's still locked up. Like I heard there was no bail or bond, but I heard that to the neck veered vine. Maybe he did get bailed out or something like that. But
Yeah, I had read that he got bailed out, but
all right, well then disregard what I'm saying and fuck it. Yeah.
But I mean, it could be wrong. His bond was set at $1,000. That's what it was.
He got that. He big money.
Yeah, and I couldn't even believe that John Cena's spiel was, "I'm a white guy rapping," and then I'm talking about dude getting arrested, and the next thing you know, he gets arrested.
Man,
Like,
I'm
that's
telling
just-
you, man. John Cena's the great. I guess he's the greatest. He's a 16-time champion. He's a fortune teller. He's a
Yeah.
you know, mind bender. Like he can he'll tell you the future. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's got a new hot girlfriend from Vancouver, Canada. I mean,
Oh really?
yeah, he's not a dummy. He's dating a Canadian. Wouldn't you? If you could,
and
I would.
especially in these times. Oh no, I take that back. No, I have a girlfriend.
You have a
That's-
wonderful girlfriend.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to
But
date.
I mean, she lives in
Canadian.
California. That's basically Canada.
Yeah, kinda.
It's
It's like a warm Canada over there.
yeah,
It's like Canada and how Canada in the summer should be. But,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, to all you Canadians out there, hit me up, holler at your girl, because I love Canadians. They're just so nice, and I love Canada. It's a gorgeous country. Yeah. So, and John Cena found a new girlfriend there, so that's exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, so hopefully Jimmy will figure his shit out. But
Yeah.
I mean, worst case, on the upside, he was alone in the vehicle, so nothing bad happened to who I would assume would be traveling with him, his wife Naomi. Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Lyft, Uber, taxi. There's so much. There's really no excuse really to get behind the wheel if
Yeah.
you're super drunk nowadays.
Especially if you're I'm not saying that he's like super baller. He's not like as comfortable as say his second cousin 18 times removed, The Rock, but I mean, he's doing well enough, and I can tell you for a fact, as somebody who's friends with WWE employees, they will cover your expenses for travel from places. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
corporation that covers your Ubers. Like, that's what they do. They want you to be safe and, also watch
yeah,
out for
take
business
advantage
expense.
of that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like why would you not? And it's not like, I mean, you could just get like an Uber XL. He doesn't have to talk to the driver, put them sunglasses on, ignore the world. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like crazy things happen when you drink a lot. Like, you get Lillian Garcia covered in beer if you drink a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's a wild one. I like anytime I used to watch those specials where they would go off the air and stuff, and Stone Cold would have those beer baths or whatever. She would be like one of the main people up there with Stone Cold doing that stuff. So
Well, she was doing that on Monday night, and it made my heart sing because I too used to watch that, and I was just like, yes, throwback for real. Because Stone Cold, like, he was the star of the show. And I don't think we need to talk about all this week in WWE, but I would definitely like to talk about the Raw reunion in just a moment.
yeah,
But one of the things that came out of it was, other than like that raucous party they had in the last 5 minutes or whatever, and Stone Cold swearing on TV, which was great,
yeah.
was people are like freaking out about how do we get this Broken Skull IPA? Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, and it was
I heard it's good.
well, so it's not even available in cans yet. Like, it's just on draft near the there's like one in Portland and one in California. It's like El Segundo's brewery. It's basically now they have to bottle and can it. It's crazy because people are just so into it, and like it's selling out everywhere. So
You would think the guy that's like, when you think of Stone Cold, do you think of beer? Like he's like, I would say Stone Cold is like almost like the official mascot of beer. Like I remember, pretty much almost 90% of Monday Night Raws went off the air with him, you know, drinking beer and bringing out beer trucks and all types of shit. So like, it's definitely cool that Stone Cold has his beer and being on Monday Night Raw. Of course, everyone see that shit. Like all the old wrestling fans that probably don't drink are probably gonna go out and buy this shit.
right. I mean, honestly, I don't drink IPA. It's not my cup of tea. When he was doing the Steve Weiser first, initially, I was super pissed that he ripped off Sandman, and I'm actually wearing my Blood, Sweat, and Beer shirt right this second because it's my favorite shirt. But I would drink the shit out of some Budweiser. I'm not like an IPA kind of gal, but I would absolutely get one just to try it, and
Yeah.
and to like, well, first I would take a pint glass or two and just throw them at the ground, and then slam a couple of the IPAs because you can't do it without breaking at least a glass or two. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like the rule, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that Joey Janela shirt, were you as keen on it as Shaggy is, or are you just kind of like meh?
No, I like it. I mean, I feel like I would get a better response wearing that shirt than I would wearing my Fuck Hulkamania shirt.
Are you also an XL?
Yeah, I've been in the gym. I'm getting kind of swole there. I think so. Yeah. I think I'm getting there. Yeah, So yeah, XL. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
Because I got a line on one, so I'm
Oh, okay.
ordering one for all of us. So we can have dorky family T-shirts together.
Yeah, matching Joey Janela White Claw shirts. Can't wait for the pictures of that.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
just hearing you say it out loud made my brain bleed a little bit. I just want you to know. But okay,
Oh,
anyway,
man.
so I don't like IPAs, but I feel like I love my douchey water. And like
Mhm.
I exist off of like Essentia and like Smart Water and like alkaline water. Like I drink it
Yeah,
constantly.
that's your thing. That's probably pretty much the only thing I've seen you drink besides Malort.
Yeah. I mean, well, I do like a good stout or a good porter, but like traditionally, even when we used to get very, very ripped on the show, I like Tito's every now and again, Deep Eddy Ruby Red, but like even
Yeah.
like every time, what are you drinking? And I'd be like, I'm drinking water with BCAAs or whatever. So I'm super stoked, and this is so dumb, but like when I look to my right next to my Malort candle and
Mhm.
my Darth Vader shaker with BCAAs in it is a bottle of Voss water. And do you know why I'm telling you about this?
Why are you telling me about this, Val?
Because The Rock is selling water now. Like, no joke, dude. This
Oh,
very minute,
right?
there is a bottle of Voss, and I already had it because whenever I see it on sale, because it's crazy expensive, whenever I see it on sale, I pick it up because I do enjoy it. And he like just recently acquired an ownership stake in the company, so I'm like Voss for life, bro.
We're talking about Dwayne.
Yeah, Rock the Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, he now owns water. Fuck you, P Diddy. He
That
got
is
water.
crazy. That is crazy.
Marky Mark can suck
That's
it.
big.
Everybody can. Yeah, like that's insane. He bought a water company. Like what?
That's what's up. Yeah.
I mean, how rich are you when you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a water company?
Yeah, I think I just, The Rock wants some water. Now I can just get, water for. I would think he would get like. I mean, I know it's like I'm high, and I know everyone gets water for life, but like he gets like good water for life.
Yeah, Voss is really good. I mean, like the hippie in me hates the concept of bottled water because I think it's terrible. But I also recognize that it is a necessity for some societies and for people like me that have, difficult digestive issues. I can't
Mhm.
just go like I have to brush my teeth with bottled water when I'm in Mexico. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
if I'm in certain cities in America, I can't drink the water cuz I'll get sick and be hospitalized. And it's not a fake thing cuz like my hippie ass would never drink bottled water if I could just drink out of a faucet. Come on.
Right. Yeah.
I have like a reusable straw that I carry around in my fanny pack and like I take home the little plastic rings to cut them up from work and I use tote bags. Like I don't use straws when I go out. Like, yeah, I'm a douchebag. I would never do bottled water except for I have to. So if I'm gonna, why not buy ones that are really good like Voss? And now I
Yeah. Voss
can.
is really good.
Yeah, because like can do you feel what the Voss is hydrating? I mean, I don't know. Is that going to be his new tagline? I don't really know.
I guess. Oh
That
my
was
god.
that was the whitest shit I've said in at least an hour. Come on.
That is, and I gotta add like a boo, like but
Or
yeah,
The Rock says. The Rock
yeah,
says.
I'm gonna work on that tonight. Holy shit! But
So,
yeah, what else happened?
well, there was a couple other things that kind of tie into the Raw reunion, and then we'll start talking about that in a moment.
Mhm.
But my heart broke when I noticed, and I had to like look up, like the good little lady mark that I am. I had to like inquire as to what it was because Alicia Fox was all over that show yesterday on Monday, but she
Yeah,
hasn't been in the ring in months. Like, yeah,
yeah,
she hasn't been featured prominently. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And she was the only current superstar that was like in that line of legends.
yeah. They were referring to her as a legend. So
And she is a legend, whether
yeah,
she's like hanging up her boots or not. But it like broke my heart when I saw her because I was, she was a gorgeous, crazy disco ball on Monday night. Oh my gosh, her ring gear was amazing. It
yeah,
was just brilliant. But then I saw her back with everybody, and I was like, no, because
But I could have swore she mentioned something about her outfit being better at SummerSlam. I'm trying to remember if she said, did she? You know, maybe not. I don't know. I
doesn't
smoke too
mean
much.
that she's not going to be at SummerSlam if she's not in the ring.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. They just had her up there with all the legends and shit. And I kind of feel like how you feel. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it broke my heart because I love Foxy. I don't like how they treated her like not so great storyline
Yeah,
wise, but I just love her and she's so wonderful. She's really hardworking. She's really kind. She's really a little crazy, like my kind of crazy, you know?
yeah.
And
Mhm. I mean, yeah.
I'm just a little sad about it. So
She's the like she's been there the longest, like longest
yeah,
employed WWE other than like Natalia.
I want to say she's actually been there longer than Natalia.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's been there for a minute, like hot minute. So let me
I mean,
see.
she started with the company in like 2006, but yeah,
Yeah,
she is she's a, I'm looking at her Wikipedia right now. Victoria Elizabeth Michelle Crawford. Who knew?
actually a
She has such
pretty
a,
name.
yeah, she has such a lovely name. But she is Alicia Fox, former Divas champ, also longest tenured female performer. Oh,
Hmm, that's cool. But I hope that doesn't mean like we're at the end. You know.
right. And to be perfectly honest with you, it doesn't say anything about retired
Right.
on her Wikipedia. So
She had to move to the alumni section.
no, she has
Yeah.
not. So hopefully, but I mean, it made me a little nervous to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it even says the very last thing it says in July, rumors began circulating that Fox had retired from in-ring competition after she was listed as a former competitor for the Raw reunion on July 22nd.
Hmm. I just don't want her story to end like that. Just with all the rumors, that happened like right before WrestleMania and stuff like that. Like, I don't want her to go out like that. I don't want her to go out like that.
Agreed. So
Yeah.
much love to Foxy. My heart is broken, but also hopefully good things will happen. And
Yeah.
there were actually a couple people broken this week. So Ricochet has like an elbow infection.
Look, I hate to say it, but Punk, he mentioned this they're passing out staph infections around like fucking government cheese at WWE,
Hmm.
and it's been an ongoing thing for some years now. I know Daniel Bryan had a issue that when he was out for like that month or whatever, not that long ago, that he had a unspecified injury, and a lot of people said that it was a staph infection. So I don't know
Right.
what the fuck they're doing over there, but
Well, I will say this. The mats, wrestling mats get really gross really quickly. I mean, like I'm at the gym and people laugh at me because I put my towel down every single time I do a set of anything on any equipment because like having played roller derby for 15 years, if somebody has MRSA, everybody has MRSA. If somebody, has like crazy infections, everybody has it. So I'm hella
right,
paranoid. Like even when I'm stretching, I put my towel down on the mat. I always clean it off after I'm done. And I mean, wrestling mats are not necessarily the cleanest of clean, and neither are locker rooms in, stadiums that they're going to. I mean, let's be real. That shit hangs.
yeah,
That shit lingers. So yeah, he was actually supposed to be in that angle that Seth Rollins was, that we'll get to in a moment.
yeah,
But yeah, it was supposed to be him with DX, trying to get over the new kid on the block.
yeah, and give
Um,
him the real, yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be shocked by this, but Rikishi was unable to pass a physical. So
I
Devon,
don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh. But it's like, how can you not get cleared to do a stink face? Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
I
So
mean,
Devon Dudley is stoked that he did not get cleared because nobody wants a stink face.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, We didn't even get to see him dance.
I know. What's up with that?
Like he literally just came. First of all, he came out to the wrong music. They
Mm-hmm.
brought him out the Sky Too Hottie's music instead of the You Look Fly G. Cool one. And yeah, no dancing, no stink face. So why even have him there? But I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for when we talk about Raw.
Okay. And then also Pat, and I wrote his name as Pat freaking Patterson because I love him. He lost the title to his good friend Gerald Briscoe. Patterson also was not able to lay flat. So all the years in the ring, taking its toll on Pat Patterson. Dude couldn't lay flat to get pinned. So he lost his title to Jerry Briscoe off camera. But
Yeah.
you know what he did do by being the 24/7 champ for about 24.7 seconds
Yeah.
is he broke Not So Fabulous Moolah's record for being the oldest WWE champion. She was 76 when she held the title last. He is 78.
Oh, I can deal with that, especially for that reason alone. Yeah.
Hell yeah. He was the first openly gay wrestler. I fucking love Pat Patterson. He's a badass, and he just is a genius, like a wrestling genius.
Creator of the Royal Rumble.
Yep, that's my favorite pay-per-view. And so I'm number one Lady Mark in the Pat Patterson fan club, like for sure. I absolutely love him. So I was really like, when I saw that he was there, I was like, yes, please give it to him. Please give it to him. And then they did for, like I said, 2.4 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have his book. It's called Accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically all about how the first gay superstar changed WWE. That's what it's called. It's really, really good.
I heard it was really good too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I love it. He's just such a good dude. I'm such a Patterson mark. Who knew?
You can't pass a physical to give a stink face. Like what? Like I'm trying to figure out. Okay, well, we gotta sniff Rakishi's ass, and if it's not, like I don't get. How do you feel? Maybe I'm just thinking too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this because I'm high. But it doesn't make any sense. Why bring? All right, you're right. I'm good. I'm cool. I want to relax.
Oh my god, I love you.
Okay.
My god, stink face. You can't pass to get a stink face. When I saw it, I was like, I can't wait to talk to Pat about this. The other thing that happened with the 24/7 title that is of note, and it was pretty infuriating to a lady mark like me, but I also get it, although I don't. The first ever 24/7 female champ is Kelly Kelly. And she could barely even pin to get that. Like, are you kidding me? Ugh. And also,
I'm gonna let you talk about it.
Can I just say, Carmella, now's your chance? Because there was always why doesn't she just pin R-Truth? Why doesn't she just pin R-Truth? Well, it hasn't been established that a female superstar can win it, even though when Mick put the belt out and introduced it to the world, the verbiage was essentially that any superstar on any brand at any time, which last I checked, that includes females.
Yeah.
But Kelly Kelly is now forever the first 24/7 female champ, and it bums me out.
Yeah, she wasn't the last, but she was the first, and I guess we gotta give her some. That's what's going to get her into the Hall of Fame.
No, don't you say that out loud ever again.
I'm telling you, that's what's going to do it.
Okay, well, let's talk about Raw because now I'm angry. So let's get weirder.
All right. So, of course, we started out Raw with the John Cena Open that we mentioned earlier with the little freestyle stuff. And
I'm sorry, correction, Pat. I don't mean to be rude, but with the terrible freestyle stuff.
Yeah, the Doctor of Thugonomics has definitely lost it.
Let me plug some Voss real quick and get over this.
Oh, yeah. So, and she's really chugging it, I'm telling you.
I just did.
So the Usos, with their dad Rikishi, they defeated the Revival with Devon Dudley, which was like mad random. But we know Bubba
100 million, 11 billion% random. Why?
Yeah,
Why was that a pairing?
Yes, and for the record, Devon Dudley looked like he eats spaghetti sandwiches. I don't know. I know he's retired, but geez. But so yeah, so the Usos and they defeated the Revival. Akishi was out there for no reason. Devon Dudley was out there for no reason. So two legends wasted
Well,
with
like
that.
Rikishi, I get it because okay, so he's the daddy to the Usos, so it's easy to get him in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's real easy to be like, "Yo, we need more legends. Hey, you dudes better call your dad to get out here." You know what I mean? Like it's real easy to figure it out. But like Devon, what was it? There was no tables involved. Like
there was nothing. So why bring him out dressed like a Dudley boy when there's no what's up, no.
right, I thought what it was gonna do was maybe like get Lil Spike Dudley to come back out.
Ooh, yeah, that could have been a little surprise legend that would have just appeared.
And that would have like razzled and dazzled me and been like, oh my God, this is awesome.
It
But
would
instead, I was like, this is a joke and sad, and I feel bad for Devon, who is
yeah,
always in back anyway because he works for WWE.
yeah, that's and look, you had it right there. You could have had Spike Dudley come out, and then you already had a Hurricane on the show, and then lo and behold, you can put Molly Holly up in there.
Oh my
But
God, she's so wonderful.
they, dropped the ball again. So then we fast forward to Drake Maverick. He defeated R-Truth in a backstage segment. Of course, then Pat Patterson pinned, quote unquote, Drake Maverick to win the 24/7 championship.
Because Drake Maverick was so scared of the boogeyman.
Yes, another useless shot of a legend. Just wasted. But, who am I? I'm just a black guy that like wrestling, I guess.
But
Okay.
also, he looked badass, and he's like 60 something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's up there.
And I mean, granted, face paint and red lighting and worms makes everybody look better, but
Yeah.
he looked pretty good. I thought I was just like, damn, boogeyman, go.
Yeah, he's still jacked. Someone else. Let me see. So we go to the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar, which I still can't get used to. I still call them Hanson and Rowe. They defeated Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder in a match that I just don't get. I get that you're trying to make the Viking Raiders like these indestructible monsters, but Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder just had the titles not that long ago, and now they're back to
Yeah.
chomping at the bottom.
The Jobber Squad.
Yeah. Then of course we go to the Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson thing where he defeats Pat Patterson. He's celebrating. Kelly kicks him in the balls, takes the 24/7 championship, becoming the first ever women's 24/7 champion of all time.
And she can't even pin the guy right, and he's fucking like almost 80 years old. If you can't pin,
maybe
Jerry,
she had to be careful. Maybe she had to be careful
when she punched him in the balls.
Oh well, yeah, she wasn't careful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching her. I was like, maybe this will be the segment that changes my mind about her. Nope. You got to have your same name twice. You obviously don't know how to wrestle.
Kelly, yeah, and that's crazy because like you would consider her a legend, but she's only like 32 years old. Like,
and also she's not a fucking legend.
Hey, you said it, not me. Y'all hearing it?
She's a legend to 12-year-old boys that own socks and extra boxes of Kleenex.
Hey, nothing. No. We'll keep going. Anyway,
I'm not here to slut shame anybody. I think she's gorgeous, but she's not a good wrestler. And I like that she wears the ring gear that she does because she's comfortable in it and it's cute and it's her personality. But like
2020 Hall of Fame, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna set fire to the Hall of Fame.
They're setting it up.
Look, I'm like super supportive of women being confident of who they are, of anybody being, regardless of their size or whatever. Like, I don't care. But if you're not a good wrestler, you're not a good wrestler. And it pisses me off when she's being called a legend. No.
Val, you said it. You said it.
It makes me so mad. Where was Victoria?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Victoria should have been there.
Where was Molly Holly?
Yeah. Where was Jacqueline? Like, there's a lot.
Where was fucking Jacqueline?
Yeah. Ivory.
Yeah, please. She's a Hall of Famer, and she's also a badass. You
Yeah.
know, and I will never slut shame anybody, so I don't want people to think that, because I
Oh
think
no, no.
if you feel good, you look good, and if you think you look good, you wear what you want, whether you're a XS or a triple XL or even bigger. Who cares? Be
Mm.
happy, be healthy, love who you are. But it pisses me off that she's the first 24/7 female champion, and she cannot wrestle still, and all she had to do was pin an almost 80-year-old man.
Yeah. I you said it. You said it, not me.
I know, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so negative, but it
Oh
just pisses me off.
no. I like this. I like this side of Val. Let people know how you really feel. Jeez, you know. Um.
Ugh, makes
So
me so mad.
then we move on to Roman Reigns defeating Samoa Joe, the Battle of the Samoans, which should have happened a long time ago, but I guess we're getting it now. Then we had Candice Michelle defeating Kelly Kelly to become the second ever women's 24/7 champion.
Yep.
Um,
Because
and
Melina was training to be a ref and like ripped off her shirt and showed. And I love that Naomi was there just giggling. It was like so cute. She was so cute. Like
yeah,
Melina just rips open her shirt and is like, my certification for refing. And then Candice Michelle threw Kelly Kelly to the ground. And that was fabulous.
yeah, that was a cool little segment. Then Alundra Blaze defeated Candice Michelle to become the
Yeah,
third.
choked her out.
Yeah, so yeah, choked her out. So this is my thing. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Do I
Well,
do,
I
do
can't.
I
I
need
can't
to
get to it yet. I can't get to it yet. I forgot we had Rey Mysterio defeating Sami Zayn, but with the help of
the
someone that
weirdest assemblage of superheroes ever.
yeah, you had the Hurricane,
Okay.
which is cool. You know, a very very smoked induced RVD.
Dude, he even tweeted, when you're so high you show up to Monday Night Raw and think it's Impact or something along those lines. And I was just like, dude.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised with that because I think he's currently with Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really shocked about that. Um, Kurt Angle, who didn't even, he wasn't even in ring gear. He was just in the back because he's a producer. Hey, Kurt, go out there right quick for 3 minutes. Like, okay,
And who else was there?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Thank you.
Everybody else was in ring gear except Kurt Angle, and I feel like WWE gypped the fans by saying they were going to get Kurt Angle, so they was expecting at least had a fucking singlet on. No,
Yeah.
it
He
was
could have
corporate
had,
Kurt.
yeah, he was corporate Kurt. Maybe they were doing that because his last like run of GM didn't go so well, or maybe they were doing that because I don't know why. I don't know why. But all I know is RVD tweeted out, when you get so high that you show up on Raw instead of Impact. Like,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah, that's a great tweet. I'm gonna have to go and like that tweet.
Dude, are you kidding me with this shit? I love him. Love him.
So, then we had Alundra Blaze coming out, and she had the title, and of course she was about to do the whole reenactment of being on WCW, throwing the title in the trash. And of course, Million Dollar Man comes out, buys the title for about 500, 600 buckaroos, and now he is the 24/7 champion. Um, another more. I wasn't expecting fucking Ted DiBiase to take a bump or anything like that, but I just feel like well, no. All right, I get it. It makes sense now. I'm a dummy. What person is really gonna like beat up a chick and then pin her on WWE TV? Like they haven't. Like I know they've been flirting with it, but it wasn't like we was gonna get like Cedric Alexander giving her a lumbar check and
Right.
taking the title. So I guess
Well,
all right, let's get a guy to. But I just felt like they could have did that with someone else, like someone current, with someone that could take a bump instead of just putting Ted DiBiase out there. I think half the people in that audience didn't even know who the fuck Ted DiBiase was, to be honest.
oh, I know. And everybody's got a price. Like, how many
Yeah.
people even know that is his saying? like,
Yeah.
and get the play on that, and that it's not just something he said. Like, that was his tagline.
Yeah.
And so conversely, I think that as like nostalgia acts go, blah blah blah, I feel like that was the closest that WWE has come to, like, they're getting there with intergender matches. They're getting there. They're
Yeah.
not even close, but they're at least like sticking their toe in the pond to see how the water feels. And I feel
You
like
know,
this
I
is,
wouldn't be surprised. My bad for cutting you off. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Seth versus Becky Lynch.
yeah.
That would be sick. But
But I mean, I feel like this is the easiest, quote unquote, safest way to do it. And who would they have on the current roster? Like, who would do it? This
Yeah,
makes
I don't
sense
know.
because
Yeah.
DiBiase used to buy and sell champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was genius. My bad. I apologize to whoever wrote that bit right there.
I wouldn't
Oh,
say it was genius. I'm
yeah.
saying it's a
No,
toe
but
in the shit pond.
it makes sense. So we had that. He bought the title back, and then we panned to, I believe it was Godfather in the back. Another reason why I'm pissed off. Okay, you got him there, and I get it. It's a different time, but they could have had him do Papa Shango. They could
Yeah.
have, he could have been the good father.
Yeah.
You can't have the Godfather with no hose.
Well, he had Charlie Caruso dancing with him, so, and she wasn't like a hoe, but you know what I mean? Like, she was getting into it, and he did the hoe train. Like, he still
But
did
he
the
didn't say
line.
it. He didn't say it. He didn't say it. The crowd said it. It's kind of like how when Shawn Michaels, he never says like "suck it." Now he just he points the mic up to the crowd and they do it. So
Right.
he didn't say like whole train. And I get it. And he didn't have his. I don't even think he had a fatty with him. I think it was just him.
Yeah, just him.
Like, if you're gonna go full reunion, you got to go all the way. That's my thing. I thought it was just, and shout out to Charles Wright for getting that call to come to Raw. I'm pretty sure it was a nice payday, and I'm pretty sure they paid all of those legends a good payday because they don't want their ass showing up on TNT. So, so that happened, and then we got this whole Seth Rollins taking on AJ Styles, and was it just AJ Styles for the title? I think it was. It was Seth versus AJ for the title.
Well, and they're pushing the OC real hard. The original club is what it stands for, but it's just stupid. And like the shirts are so bad. Even I don't want one. That's how bad they are.
That matters.
Yeah, like, can I push whoever wrote that in front of a bus?
Probably Vince. I don't know, but
Also, did we forget about the most important segment of the night, other than like Tori Wilson being there and that moment where like Drew McIntyre was thoroughly disgusted with everybody backstage? But can we talk about the actual most important moment of the night?
What's that?
The Street Profits.
Oh, yes.
And was it Angela was talking about getting high with RVD, Ric Flair, and Tori Wilson?
Yes. That was comedy.
That was the best.
Those guys. I'm glad to see those guys up on the main roster. I guess they're on the main roster. I mean, you would think, they've been at every Raw since Paul Heyman took over. But I think they got a match coming up. I forgot. Yeah, at Takeover. So
also, where is the Mick Foley segment in this? I don't see it in the notes.
Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Forgot.
It's cool. You like the weed?
Yes, that was a big thing. I think that was probably the best thing to happen. One of the I hate like biting like other people's shit. Like, I don't want to like, oh, I'm gonna give this an up or I'm gonna give this a down and slap my head like Simon Miller or anything like that. No, I think that was like the best segment of Monday Night Raw. How it was done.
There's a few things about Raw that makes me a little crazy, but also why I still watch it every week, even though it's often not the best. is the in between the matches is sometimes the most entertaining part because it's the little subtleties, like Street Profits talking about, blazing with Ric Flair and RVD and Tori Wilson. Like, that is a party I want to be at. Thank you very much. But then also there was like this little teeny snippet early on, and at first I was like, "What's something wrong with my TV?" Because it showed like the Fiend real quick, and then it was just like, yeah, and then they went, "All right, Monday Night Raw reunion." Like, it was. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but
I don't think I think that if I would have saw that, I would have probably been like trying to like jump to my ceiling because I'm pretty sure I was high watching Monday Night Raw. So
yeah, it was like crazy because it just popped up like early on, right before, like right after commercial break, right before a segment. It was crazy. And then, we had Mick Foley, who was the person that introduced the 24/7 title. So I thought maybe he was going to be somehow wrestling for it.
I thought he was going to win it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought somehow he was going to take the title. And instead, shit got real weird. And with a mandible claw,
yeah.
I wonder. Bray Wyatt was, or I guess the Fiend was out there.
So I wonder, is that like going to be his new finishing move for now on? I know he did the Sister Abigail on Finn, but I wonder if he's going to take the mandible claw now, which is way different than Mr. Sacco, ladies and gentlemen.
It is, and it's way different than Santino's finisher, which he also had his snake hand.
Yes,
and it was so creepy when he was like rubbing it on the girls. I was like, this is so creepy.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. I wasn't the only one that was uncomfortable looking at that.
Yeah,
he was he's a snake charmer.
Let me rub my snake on you? Like, what? What is going on?
They said they were getting edgier, so.
Oh man, I guess that was. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I gotta chug some more water because that was like, it was upsetting.
Yeah, so we had the Seth Rollins and AJ, and all of a sudden, I don't think I've seen this segment. I think I gave up at this point. Shawn Michaels and Triple H must have came out, and they were about to do like the click sign thing, and then they was like
with X-Pac.
Yeah. Oh wow, X-Pac. Yeah, and then suck it, and then they brawl and they throw him out the ring, and then of course the club, they kind of like get back in the ring with chairs, and next thing you know, Road Dogg, who was probably in his work attire, him and the NWO, which they didn't play their music, Scott Hall.
No, didn't they play Didn't they play Road Dogg's music?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. It's like,
and he did, like, he was talking about numbers, because they introduced Nash and Hall, and I was, like, so worried for Scott Hall just walking to the ring.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Nash was standing behind him and then beside him to make sure that he didn't fall.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, Razor Ramon has seen better days. But I was really happy to see him there, and I was also stoked that Road Dogg mentioned China, but forgot about Badass Billy Gunn.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, just watch it. Just watch the segment for that alone, because he's talking about, oh, your club, the three of you, you think you got Seth outnumbered, three of you and three of them. Well, here we are, da-da-da. And if I count correctly, us three plus this, da-da-da, 5, da-da-da, 7, da-da-da, 9. And, like, mention China in it, like, she's not here with us, but her spirit is, so that brings our numbers up to 9 or whatever. And then he was like, oh yeah, I forgot Billy in the mic.
Yeah, that's funny. That is definitely funny. Holy shit. I'm going to check that out, which I think you can now. They put all I don't know how long they've been doing it, but I can go back and watch old SmackDown and Raw episodes on the network now. So I don't know.
And you could likely find YouTube clips of it as well, because I feel like
YouTube or Hulu. I got all that shit, unfortunately. Ugh. So then we had that shit, which I thought, number one, again, was stupid, having all the DX out there and stuff like that. Why not? Well, half the guys can only take bumps. I think probably Triple H and Shawn Michaels and probably Road Dogg are the only people. Well,
I've
according
seen
to
him wrestle recently, and
yeah,
he's doing okay. But
yeah, according to his podcast, because you know me, I'm such a neckbeard. I listen to pretty much every wrestling podcast before I go to sleep, and you know, he got kind of choked up on this last episode, and he's like, he knows like it's over. Like he really like he said he doesn't want to wrestle anymore. Like he would only like do like, you know, if like WWE called him and said, hey, like, you know, that's something special. Like he doesn't. He says it's over with for him, and he was really choked up about it. You know, and I don't know if this was matter of fact. I think it was last night's episode. So this was after he already did this Raw reunion because he was talking about how him and you know how Stone Cold and Ric Flair were pretty much fucking drunk all fucking night and stuff like that. So yeah. My only problem with this segment is I wish the club would have like beat them up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to I guess to let it be known like okay we're the guys that run shit now. You guys are old, you know. But then again, you know, I guess you gotta make Triple H and all those guys look good. So
well, it was also really interesting, especially once I found out that because like Seth Rollins looked like the hey guys, I'm here too. Like he looked so like you want to talk about CrossFit? Like what's up, man? Like have you seen my girlfriend, the man? Like it was just so awkward, and they were all hugging and like too sweeting each other and shit, like, and he was just like standing there like, oh man, this is really cool, guys. I'm really into this moment that we're all sharing, guys. And it was just super awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah,
to
I seen
watch.
the pictures. Yeah, I seen some of the pictures of it. He was definitely like the third wheel.
Yeah, but it was really supposed to be Ricochet because they were trying to get Ricochet over and start a program with them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So Ricochet was supposed to be in that slot, and it was going to be like the passing of the cool torch, which is
I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, okay, because I was like, I don't know if that even makes sense, to be honest.
I would be okay with that because it's like they're like putting over a new guy. Ricochet is going to be there for years to come. The only way Ricochet is leaving WWE is if WWE goes out of business. They're gonna make sure Ricochet is like one of their top guys. I believe he would be like one of their biggest stars.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, absolutely.
So,
but all right, so it was a long, weird, strange trip, but yep, that's what happened with DX.
Well, all right, so that shit happened. Drake Maverick defeated Ted DiBiase when he got in the limo. He won it back, and then R-Truth out of nowhere rolls him up, wins the belt back, gets in the limo, and drives off. And then there's Drake Maverick and Carmella left there. So I wonder what's going to happen now. So they had Braun Strowman beat up some local guy named Randy Rowe. Probably Ivar or Eric's. I don't know. I don't even know who's who on the fucking Viking. It doesn't make any sense. But Braun Strowman beat some guy up in 41 seconds. I see WWE is trying to make him like that big monster guy again. They started with Lashley, so I guess that's cool. And then of course we had the toast where they ushered out all of the legends. We had Jimmy Hart and some other people too, but
Ron
of course,
Simmons, Farouk.
Yeah, Ron Simmons, Farouk was there, and
Tori Wilson.
Trying to see who else.
Candice Michelle
out there again. There was a lot of people.
Blaze.
DX was out there, even though Triple H looked like he didn't want nothing to do with that segment.
The best part, though, was his reaction to the worst moment of the night. Did you notice it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my gosh. I was just like, I'm so thankful for screen capture.
Yeah, it makes perfect memes. Like that one of Triple H and then the other one of Booker T is very hilarious. But
the best part, though, was when Terry Bollea came out. It was not the pop that I thought I would hear, But I also noticed in every shot, I don't know if they did it on purpose, if they were like, look for the black guy in the crowd. But there was
Yeah,
like, in every shot with Hulk Hogan, there was somebody of color that was like freaking out, jumping
yeah,
up and taking pictures. And I was just like, it was only a couple times, but I was like, do you think the camera guys or camera operators were like, oh, person of color, section 26?
yeah. Look, this is my thing with Hulk Hogan or whatever, and doing this whole thing. This has been another opportunity he could have took to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Said, hey, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, brothers. Whatever. Still didn't apologize. Still, the same bullshit. And like you said, the pop. It wasn't like a Hogan pop. It was kind of like
No.
oh shit, it's Hogan. I guess let's clap.
I
It
had
was
more of a pop at the drag show for the LGBTQ center in Las Vegas that I performed at as Hulk Hogan like years ago. I had more of a pop when I was doing that in front of like a couple hundred people. Like,
yeah, it
come
was.
on, dude.
Yeah, his pop was not there. But also, one thing that I noticed from that whole segment is that Hulk Hogan is not the closer anymore. It is
Yeah, that was
definitely,
the best. That
yeah,
was the best, I thought.
yeah. He is not the closer. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the closer. And to me, that makes it clear cut that Stone Cold is the most popular wrestler ever in
Like that
WWE.
solidifies it 100%. There's no
Yeah,
ifs, ands, or buts because like they could have ended it with just Hogan,
yeah,
but who is the only person? Because like Ric Flair came out and he did his thing, but Ric Flair is out all the time. He kind of gets carted out
yeah,
anytime they need a crowd reaction. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And I don't think they want to give him a live mic.
And
So yeah, he hasn't
it
really
was
said much.
so it was kind of crazy because again, like I said, I was bartending at Nisei, yet and we're a baseball bar, and the Cubs game was on, like
Yeah.
on Tuesday night, and they were like replaying Raw reunion before SmackDown, and
Hmm.
everybody is like, "Is that Ric Flair? Isn't he dead?" I was like, "Whoa!" And they're like, "Didn't he die like
Whoa,
three
whoa,
times
whoa.
last year?" I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down with that
You know
talk."
what's crazy is someone said the exact same thing. Um, we were watching SmackDown, and he was like, "Dude, I thought Ric Flair died. I saw that on Twitter." I'm like, "No," and he was like, "Oh man, yeah, I could have swore like TMZ said he was in the hospital." I'm like, yeah, he was in the hospital, but he's still among us. He was just like he was shocked that he was alive. Like, it's not even the fact that like he thought that he was dead. It was just more like, oh, like he was shocked that he was still alive. Like he wanted him to be dead or something. I'm like, no, man, Ric Flair is still here, dude.
Yeah, like my
Like,
dude.
yeah, like chill, man. Relax. Hmm. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. So, Stone Cold, of course, came out, swore on TV, and closed the show. Great promo from Stone Cold. Um, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. I like Stone Cold. So, then we go to SmackDown. I'm gonna try to go through this shit quick because really nothing.
You don't
Uh,
even need to do that. You can just say it was.
only good thing about SmackDown, okay, is the Miz, Dolph Ziggler, and HBK segment. And I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I'm so glad that they didn't put Shawn Michaels on fucking commentary because look, you know, I like Shawn Michaels on commentary in 95, 96 would have worked because back then he was still doing drugs and popping pills and saying just crazy stuff. I don't want saved HBK on commentary because it's going to be like a whole bunch of dad jokes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they took him off. I'm glad they inserted the New Day. I thought, and they got me with that because it looks like Kofi Kingston's going to go against RKKKO at SummerSlam. I thought, I thought, and this was just me having a high thought. I thought that because they had the New Day out there, when Kofi came out, he was going to give the title shot to Big E. But of course, New Day went in the back. Michael Cole came there, and David Otunga was there. I think he like commentated like 3 times the whole night. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler and HBK segment was great. I hate to be that neckbeard, but I think I would love to see a Dolph Ziggler versus Shawn Michaels match in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be open to do that because of the Blood and the Sand match, which was horrible. And I
Right.
don't think he wants to go out that way. Kind of like why Undertaker's kind of on his fucking
On
redemption
his,
tour.
yeah, and his weird under tour.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was really cool. I hope we do get that. We'll probably just get Miz and fucking what's his name? Miz and Dolph. But it was cool. And I was shocked that Shawn Michaels wasn't doing the sweet chin music. Like he wasn't
Right.
doing the kicking. He's the one that got kicked.
Yeah, he took it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was all up with fucking SmackDown. Amber Moon fucking defeated Charlotte in like 40 seconds, which I thought was
Bogus.
doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't make anybody look good.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Like it doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't make anybody look good.
It doesn't, especially Charlotte Flair, who's like she's like pretty much she's the greatest female wrestler WWE has ever had.
Period.
I would say to this point, you know. So having her lose to Amber Moon for what? Like, is Amber Moon fighting Bayley at SummerSlam? I think that's what it is. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe they might include Charlotte up in there, and then she become the 9-time champion.
Well, you know what I had heard was the projection for SummerSlam is that Charlotte's going to take on Tori, because Charlotte even said like, "Oh, who's going to be my?" She said something along the lines of, "I'm going to wrestle a better opponent at SummerSlam than Ember Moon," which is like,
hold on, wait a
Ember
minute.
Moon is the #1 contender for the title. Like, so that was the one cool thing about the match. Okay, so she did her Eclipse thing.
Yeah,
And it looks dope AF, especially when you do one right after another. It looked really good. It pissed me off that like the whole distraction thing, she did a quick roll up. Like that's just a cheap win. It doesn't make Charlotte look good. It makes Charlotte look weak, and it doesn't make Ember look strong. So what is the point? And you know, like Ember and Bayley are all of a sudden new best buddies, and Bayley like offered up a shot to Ember Moon. So she's like next in line, #1 contender, yada yada yada. And then Ember did the Eclipse on Bayley and like turned on her, kind of. I don't think it was like a turn. I think it was a, I love you and you're my friend, but at the end of the day, doesn't matter. We are both going for that title, and it's going to be mine because she really wants it. And then Charlotte's interview had mentioned like she's going to have a better opponent than Ember Moon, and I was like,
said Tori?
Yeah, supposedly that's the rumor.
Tori Wilson?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like that neckbeard.
Patrick, can we just, I'm glad that we don't drink a ton on the show anymore, because you would be wasted. I would be wasted if I took a shot every single time you said that. Because you say, I don't want to be that neckbeard. I don't want to be that neck.
I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like Charlotte versus Tori would not be a good match. It wouldn't be a good match. I would rather see her versus Trish. You know, I would like to see her versus Trish Stratus. I don't know. I know she just had a baby not that long ago or something like that. I would like to see that because Trish showed during like, you know, the Evolution stuff. She can still go. Not to say that Tori can't go, but Charlotte would, come on. She will dog walk Tori in that ring. So I don't know. That's bring in Victoria. Fuck that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I think and it's just my opinion only. I just think that Charlotte Flair against Tori Wilson is I don't think that's a SummerSlam match.
Well,
that's,
and then
that's a Shotgun Saturday Night match.
But there are other people that are saying that it might be Trish. So there's like all this floating around. It's either Tori Wilson or Trish Stratus, and I'm just like, I mean, she basically said that she's gonna prove that she's the greatest WWE female superstar of all time, right? And that she's gonna have a better opponent than Ember. That was the gist of it. But
Hmm.
didn't say who she was gonna face. And so because Tori was just there on Monday for the Raw reunion, and Tori is in really good shape. Like
Yeah,
she's in really, really good shape. Doesn't mean she's ring ready. And Trish did
yeah,
okay the last time she was in the ring.
definitely. Yeah. I don't want to see no. I don't want to see no Tory.
Yeah, right here. Right after SmackDown, actually, Charlotte like changed her Twitter name to Queen of All Eras, and
Hmm.
like put out a picture of her in her sick ass ring gear, like with her arms spread out wide, saying, like my adoring public kind of pose, and it says Queen of All Eras of women's wrestling #SummerSlam. So, and
Interesting.
I mean, isn't Trish from Canada?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is from Canada. Can't.
So
Yeah, she's from
I
Canada.
feel like between the two, I agree with you, and it's like it would make more sense, but does that make it okay? I mean, here's the thing. Trish is Canadian and she did great the last time she was in the ring, but that doesn't
Mhm.
mean that's going to be a good match.
It is. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're on board
And
with me on this.
I'm like Charlotte Mark of all time.
Yes, you are.
But
Yes, you are. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Matter of fact, I was watching. No, I can't say that because then now it makes me sound like I'm creepy as hell. I was about to say I was watching you, but I was actually watching the backlash because I believe he was wearing a Charlotte shirt during
oh
that
yeah,
pay per
yeah.
view. Mahal versus Orton.
Oh
Because they
yeah,
were
I was
showing,
wearing my
yeah,
Charlotte Flair versus the World, my custom made shirt, the only
yeah,
one in existence that I had one of my graphic designer roller derby teammates create, and then I made it at 1 hour tees.
yeah. Like so I saw you on there because they were talking about the most surprising like wins in WWE, and I don't know why I was on YouTube and it just popped up. And I'm like, oh shit, there I know Val. There's Val. So that's why I was like, yeah, you are the ultimate Charlotte Mark because I remember seeing you wearing that Charlotte versus the World shirt.
Yeah, that's when I became like a wrestling meme, and the first time I was ever on Wrestle Talk, so that was cool.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, that clip of me and the dude next to me, everybody thought we were a couple, and I was like, no, I met him that day, and I was actually with Vinnie Mac, and Vinnie Mac is like pretty chill, and I'm a big spaz. And then that dude next to me is a big spaz, and his brother was with him, and his brother was pretty chill. So it was kind of appropriate that the two chuckleheads were like sat right next to each other, and the two chill dudes were like on the outside. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
man.
yeah, so I mean, I don't really have anything else to tell you except for um, I don't believe there's any shows going on this weekend, and if there are, I apologize, World of Wrestling, because I'm working like doubles all weekend, so I
Oh
have no
no,
idea.
no. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going. Well, not like shows, but like you got a lot of stuff going on, stuff like that. So it's all
Well,
good.
so I don't have like a ton of like local scene to report.
Hmm.
Other than definitely mark your calendars for August 16th. That's the next freelance show at Logan Square Auditorium. So
Um,
always.
before cut my bad for cutting you off. Do they have like a partner up show coming up? Like they're like going to be like in like Canada or something like that.
Yeah, there's actually one SummerSlam weekend.
See. I be paying attention. I just wanted to say that because I don't want these neckbeards that be listening to the show. Like, oh, Pat don't be doing shit about what's going on in Chicago. No, I be. Look, I keep my ear to the street. Okay,
Yeah, that's what's up.
okay, yes. You know,
Um, Wait, what?
it's
Okay,
okay.
so but I'm telling y'all that the next show is freelance wrestling at Logan Square Auditorium on
Mhm.
August 16th, because unless you're going to be in the SummerSlam area, that's going to be the next freelance show you can go to. But if you're in Toronto, by all means, go fucking support freelance.
Yeah,
But what's kind of significant about our show on the 16th, it's our 50th show ever. And so the name of it is Get Over or Die Trying. And it's a pretty solid poster, just saying. But the only other thing I can think of to talk about is that, Patrick, what are you doing next Wednesday?
What am I doing next Wednesday? I have no fucking clue. I really don't. Like there is a possibility that I will still be in the city of Chicago.
Okay.
So if there's something going on.
Well, it's actually not. Geez, see, now here's me. You think I was high. I drank too much of that rock water. It's actually not till August 7th. So it's a week from next Wednesday. So put it on your calendars now.
Okay. Week from to now. A week from now. A week from now. I was about to say
a week from next Wednesday. So like 2 weeks from yesterday.
Okay. I'm too high. August 7th.
August 7th. 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I need you to go with me and maybe see if Simon and La Flama Blanca want to join us. I know it's a weekday, but maybe they'll want to come out and play because there is wrestling trivia at Joe's on Weed Street where they run Zello out of.
All right, first of all, you got me. You had me.
It's
at
on Weed Street, brother. It's on Weed Street.
Yeah, you had me at Weed Street. So August 7th. You know what? I think I would do that. That will be a birthday thing for me because my birthday's coming up. So
yeah, that's like a week after your birthday. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what, 5 days after your birthday?
That is correct. That is very correct. That is 5 days after my birthday, and I'm going to be ancient. So,
girl, you're younger than me, so just shush. But it's going to be at Joe's on Weed Street. So if, let's hit up Simon Diamond and La Flama Blanca and see if they're available. Or, Shaggy, I know he's down in the
he's definitely not
the panhandle. He's not going to be able to come up to Joe's on Weed Street on a Wednesday for trivia. But let's hit up some people
together. Yeah.
Or if anybody that's listening wants to join our team, and that could be our team name, you can have. I want to say
about it.
Yeah, I think you can have up to 6 people, and so it's called Scheduled for One Fall. That'll be our team name.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Yes, yes. I want to remind me to tweet about that. I'm gonna make sure I'm there at that event, which is crazy because so many people be trying to get me out the house, and I never really leave the house. Never.
Yeah, I feel you.
Unless I have to, really, really have to, especially when we do warrior wrestling and shit like that. But other than that, I don't be leaving the house, but I'm leaving the house for whatever's on Weed Street. You don't got to tell me nothing else. I will definitely be on Weed Street on August 7th.
I mean, you're on Weed Street every day. Let's be real.
Yes, I'm on Weed Street right now. So, so that's perfect. Yeah.
So I think with that, we should wrap it up and start studying for our trivia.
Yeah, I want to make sure I go there not high. I want to go there because
I don't even do that, but I might even go and just do that because it's on Weed Street and it would be funny.
You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get totally fucked up and I'm going to try to. All right, I got to figure out a way to record this. And it's going to be like a bonus episode or something of footage of us or audio of us doing this wrestling trivia. And,
I mean, I just feel like we need a little family field trip, and it's gonna be fun, and we can record it, and share it with Shaggy at a later date. Maybe we'll see if Henny Omega wants to get in on it. Shit, maybe I'll ask Frank the Clown if he's available.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be a birthday present, birthday party for you. It's not going to be Frank the Clown party.
Yeah, let me find out it's an intervention. I get the Weed Street. It's all my loved ones telling me that I should stop smoking weed.
Oh my god! And then Frank the Clown is the one that convinces you.
Yeah, he's the entertainment.
Oh my god. So anyway, I feel like that's a pretty good wrap on this week of wrestling. There was not a lot going on. John Cena got a girlfriend, and Uso got arrested. You know,
Sad.
Stone Cold
Tragic.
swore on TV.
Shit.
Zack Sabre Jr. had 10 million points. And Joe's on Weed Street.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and watch the G1 and see where those points came from. But yeah,
All right.
this is episode 61, and we are done.